If I had 5 drinks, I would be throwing up into the toilet and I would just be laying there crying and going, no, no, no.
Isn't alcohol fun, you guys?
I usually don't have more than 2 drinks in a day.
I usually don't have less than 2 drinks, sometimes 4, sometimes 5.
That's a lot.
Tired and grumpy at the end of today in a way that I don't normally. I feel tired and a little bit sad right now, for no reason. I wake up feeling pretty darn good, but around 4 p.m., exhausted, negative, kind of grumpy. In the back of my mind, I'm always feeling like, should I have ice cream? I'm coming back online.
There you go.
How do you feel?
Great.
I feel great too.
I had that one moment.
Not even 2 months.
At Christmas Eve.
This much. And it was good, but it wasn't as good as I expected it to be. Didn't hit the way I thought it would.
Well, it shouldn't hit you.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, listen up. This video is coming at you in 2 parts. Part 1, China and I check in on our 4-month no alcohol journey, or Nelka-Herney. Part 2, China and I make 5 mocktails that we found the recipe for from reputable and or disreputable sources on the internet. Part 1. Part 1, a list of things we noticed while quitting alcohol for 4 months. 1, as we said before. How do you feel?
Great.
I feel great too. In general, I just feel good and I'm never hungover. Who knew hangovers felt bad and were caused by alcohol? Also, I've been really productive lately. I've been getting videos done way ahead of schedule. I can prove it. Hey, patrons from Patreon, have you seen me post a lot of videos early for you to see before they came out? Way before they came out? Yeah, that's because I'm productive. I assume it's from not drinking alcohol. I mean, it could be other things. I am trying other stuff too, like pooping facing the other way on the toilet. I'm actually not trying that, but I should. I pooped facing the other way on the toilet for a month. Here's what happened. No, number 2. Stop it. Not that number 2. It's not hard.
I don't miss drinking. At this point, I don't think I want to start drinking again, at least not very regularly.
I agree. I don't miss it at all. The more time that passes, the easier it gets. Of course, it helps that we are parents of a 4-year-old and we live in the frozen, post-apocalyptic, pandemical Wisconsin winter wasteland. We don't have an opportunity to go out anyway.
The only temptation is going to your parents' house.
Shame.
I don't feel any.
Okay.
I have none.
That's fine. Yeah.
And they're not even drinking that much.
Because we inspired them. Mm-hmm. We're inspirational.
You're so inspirational.
3, sleep is so not much different.
I think that I sleep better.
It's not like miraculous difference, but kind of better. So when I do actually sleep, it feels like deeper, better sleep, but I'm still waking up in the middle of the night and the amount of hours of sleep I get hasn't really increased. But when I wake up, I do feel more refreshed. I've also noticed that in the evenings, at first, I got really tired. Tired and grumpy at the end of today. And I think it's because my body was expecting the jolt of energy that you can get from alcohol in the evenings, and it just wasn't there. But that's kind of gone away now. 4, it hasn't really affected my weight. I kind of thought maybe I'd lose some weight, but I'm also able to maintain my weight without trying. Like some days I'll be gorging myself on some food and be like, I think I ate too much, but then the next day it's like, nothing changed. And when I quit alcohol, I crave more sugar. Should I have ice cream? It's not really out of control. And 5, we've discovered delicious non-alcoholic things. It's fun to drink things that are not just juice or non-alcoholic beer, although there's a lot of great non-alcoholic beers out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lagunitas IPNA. Shout out to Heineken NA. Shout out to Lakefront River West Stein NA. Shout out to Wellbeing Hellraiser. Shout out to Proxy Wine. Shout out to Curious Elixirs. Shout out to Just Coffee Co-op Decaf. What decaf? On some delicious whole bean decaf that we grind fresh and we make pour over, and it's a delicious treat that I can drink in the evening. Because everybody knows when you drink regular coffee after 6 p.m., you turn into a gremlin.
Coffee hits different when you're drinking it after dark.
It feels naughty.
Naughty.
Yeah. And this leads perfectly into part 2 of this video in which China and I make 5 cocktails. Mocktails, I mean.
If this was cocktail recipes and we had 5 of them, we would have a very bad day tomorrow.
Yes.
And probably a very bad rest of the day tonight.
Yeah.
If I had 5 drinks, I would be throwing up into the toilet and I would just be laying there crying and going, no, no, no.
Isn't alcohol fun, you guys? Okay, part 1 is over and now it is time for part 2. Wow, my transition game is f***ing unbelievable. Part 2. We made 5 mocktails. Or perhaps a better intro, mocktails, woo! First delightful cocktail, salted watermelon juice. How do you make it? Pay attention, it's very complicated.
And so you take watermelon juice and you put salt in it.
Yeah.
And then drink it.
Okay.
And then profit somehow.
But how do you make the watermelon juice?
Peeling watermelon.
Okay, so when you poured that in there before, it made a really great noise. Let's make that happen again.
This is extremely tedious.
It's gonna be so yummy though, maybe in theory.
It is gonna be yummy maybe in theory. Looks like ground beef.
How do you measure the salt? Pay attention, it's very complicated.
This is a very specific measuring device called I don't know, I'm guessing, because the recipe was for a lot. Should I tell the listener at home the story about this salt? This box of salt is older than mine and Craig's relationship. It doesn't have an expiration date on it because it's salt. Serve it up over ice.
And so, our heroes set out to garnish their drinks with lime. Should we squeeze it first?
Let's squeeze it. Eee.
To no alcohol.
To no alcohol.
And the verdict is? That's very good.
Yeah, the saltiness is just like, it's just enough.
Yeah, it makes it feel like you're drinking something more than just watermelon juice. Cocktail number 2 is...
a mellow margarita.
Oh, you're just gonna say it then? Okay, fine. What the f***? Lime on the cocktail glass. So visually interesting. Oh, yeah.
2 ounces. Aplos, a hemp-infused non-alcoholic spirit.
That smells good.
Agave nectar syrup.
Agave. What an a**.
1/2 ounce fresh lime juice. 2 dashes of orange flower water. Very floral. Yeah.
Yeah, that just smells like flowers. You didn't have to shake while I shake. I'm very drunk. And the verdict is?
Delicious.
It is very good. Dropped a bunch of salt on my pelvis.
Old salty pelv, benzene.
Yeah.
They call him.
Hang on, something's happening. Might be a little too sweet for me. Oh no! But wait, there is hope. The lime might help. That's better. Yes!
Good thinking.
It was really smart of me to just use the lime that was right there to be used.
I was trying to throw you a bone.
Thank you, but people choke on bones. It's dangerous. So, cocktail number 3 is the Raspberry Jalapeno Fizz. Thanks for letting me actually say it this time, you stuck-up jerks. This drink requires sparkling water. We made it with our own, at-home, sparkling water machine. You can buy it wherever sparkling water machine products are sold. Products word was really hard to pluralize for me for some reason. Products are sold.
Want to salt the rim of your glass?
Oh, there was a little bit of water in there. Now we got watery salt.
Well, I'm glad I already did mine. Oh, I could just cut this on the side of the...
Oh, look at that. It's like the medieval beheading technique. And then jalapeno, 1. Oh no, what's he doing? Will he make it?
Nice.
Little things in life make you appreciate stuff. I need a muddler.
Ah, look, my bruddler from another muddler.
That's the best thing you've ever said. Oh, we're so drunk. On a scale of 1 to bashed to hell, how muddled?
Until the jalapeno is crushed. Did you try giving it bad news?
Listen, jalapeno?
We're not your real parents.
You're not my favorite jalapeno I've ever seen. Verjus?
Google, how do you pronounce V-E-R-J-U-S? Verjus.
Are we sure?
That's what Google said.
Listen, we're gonna look it up later and I'll overdub it.
Okay.
And then we're gonna pour a little verjus in.
Wait, do it again.
And then we're gonna pour a little verjus in. I'll probably use both of those takes. Okay, 3 Oz's.
Raspberry preserves.
That's
The lime juice.
another lime.
Another lime. Sorry.
Those famous Wisconsin earthquakes. Yeah.
It looks really good.
And the verdict is? That's great. How would you describe it?
Okay, picture if you took banana, jalapeno, muddled that, juice, raspberry preserves, lime.
You should be a
In a
poet.
glass with a salted rim, topped it with sparkling water. It's like almost just like that. Feels kind of like a fruity boat drink.
Do you feel like you're on a boat right now?
Why, yes, I do.
I didn't drink the salt side.
I also didn't. Also, too.
It made it saltier. It wasn't that funny, but you made it funnier. Thank you for your reaction.
It did make it saltier.
It did. I'm getting really full of fluid. The thing about no alcohol is you don't have to pee as much.
Builds and builds.
Yep, forever.
Cocktail 4.
A red hot.
Oh my God.
Non-alcoholic take on a Paloma. You compiled the ingredients list, but you did not put a grapefruit.
I felt a blame coming on.
But otherwise, we have everything we need. And it's your fault. Okay, thanks.
Oh, okay, wow.
Okay, moving on. So we'll just use a lime again.
Visually interesting.
2 ounces of the grapefruit juice.
Whoop.
4 ounces of the hibiscus tea.
Another day, another scoop. Hibiscus is a fun word to
I'm
say.
trying to think of a pun. Well, you know, hibiscus well. Hibiscus well. You might be able to make a career out of it.
You exceeded my expectations.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
the cinnamon goes in the salt and then we roll.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
You can get your cinnamon product wherever cinnamon products are sold. Just make sure that you look for the label that says cinnamon. Visually interesting.
Chili honey syrup.
Okay. Whoop. So it's honey and cayenne pepper? Mm-hmm. You're my cayenne pepper. Because you're hot.
Thanks.
Oh, this isn't going well.
It comes out a lot faster when you only use 4 ice cubes.
And no banana. If you want to slow down your pour, just put a banana in it. Grapefruit soda water.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And the verdict is...
I don't get Paloma out of this.
Okay.
It is good though.
Yes, it's good though!
It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And finally, the 5-clusion. Cocktail number 5.
Basically just an old-fashioned, instead of whiskey, barley tea.
Sorry.
I love your little face tickles.
So it doesn't really have a name. I'm gonna name it right now. The Gnarly Barley. Yeah, I like that. Rhymes and stuff. Anyway, where were we?
Barley tea, which I've never had.
No, we ordered it online.
And it smells like cigarette butts.
Yeah, I can't get past that.
It doesn't taste like cigarette butts, but I've never eaten a cigarette butt.
I have, back in my college days. Voiceover school was pretty rough, you guys.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it a lot.
Also, we're gonna use bitters, which has a trace amount of alcohol in it.
But it's fine. It's fine.
I think we should put the lemon in the thing, muddle it with the
thing
and the stuff.
We're gonna use agave.
God, such an
Yes, because we don't want to make simple syrup.
because we're busy. Does this need to be washed? Maybe.
You do whatever you want as long as you get up and do it. I'll let you do your own bitters.
That was your wedding vows. You do whatever you want as long as you get up and do it. I'll let you do your own bitters. Shwoop. Shwoop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Middle. This is potentially visually interesting. Cover your face so it doesn't focus on you. There we go. All right. Okay, you can come back.
And the verdict is...
It's just kind of like tea.
Yeah, it's not really hitting like an old-fashioned.
I enjoy it.
I do enjoy it. It is
yeah.
not an old-fashioned.
Barley tea is a winner. This drink, pretty good. What was the best drink?
Hang on, let me announce it. And the final results are...
Mellow Margarita and the Raspberry Fizz. I think I like the Raspberry Fizz best.
I think I like the Raspberry Fizz best, followed by the salty watermelon drink.
That's probably number 3 for me.
And then Mellow Margarita, then this,
Yeah.
then Red Hot. Yeah.
I agree. This was great.
This was great.
This was fun.
This was grun. We would never try these drinks if we were drinking alcohol. We'd be like, give me a booze.
Give me a booze. I do really need to pee.
You do? Mm-hmm. Success! I peed a little. And now it's time to take a moment to make a solid cocktail, also known as dinner, with today's sponsor, HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. We're talking delicious stuff. Lots of different recipes so you can get out of your boring recipe routine. The recipes are boring. I'm sorry I'm the one who had to tell you, Carl. It's so easy, even a dingus like me can make beef bulgogi. You got your family-friendly, fit and wholesome, pescatarian, and veggie options, also known as voptions. Every recipe includes fresh produce directly from farmers. From farm to your doorstep in less than a week. They got more 5-star reviews than any other meal kit, so you'll be chomping on yum-yums till the cows come home. And cows have never come here. So it's gonna take longer than a week, unlike the produce takes to get from farms to your doorstep, is what I'm saying. You save time and reduce stress. There's 20-minute meals, low prep meals, and easy cleanup. And it's pre-portioned. I hate post-portion meals. According to a University of Michigan study, HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste at least 25% compared to grocery shopping. And the packaging HelloFresh uses is already recycled content.
Much like my content these days.
I'm old. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code Wheezy16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. Again, HelloFresh.com, code Wheezy16, up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. What are they? What are those gifts? I don't even know. Thank you, HelloFresh. That is all. Links to the recipes to the mocktails down below. Also, I've got a newsletter now that I'm updating every Tuesday. It's called Tu's Better Newsletter. Be a Tu's Better newsletter getter by clicking the link below and signing up if you want to. Also, I'm doing TikToks now, maybe, linked down there. Also, I live streamed me editing this video on my second channel, Wheezy News, linked down there. There's lots to do. I gotta do something with all this extra energy from not drinking. YouTube thinks you'll like that video. In my previous video, I laughed for 5 minutes every single freaking day. Subscribe and support me on Patreon right there.
The end. Oh, the text for the end is right there on screen anyway, isn't it? I guess my job's unnecessary. Ugh, maybe I'll start a TikTok.